Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your girl Money. I'm back again with another video. In this particular video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about Pretty Little Liars Season 7, Episode 16. Now, I would have came out with this review, but like I said, you guys, a lot's been going on. I just turned 20 on Sunday. Thank God, I just turned 20, sweetheart. So, I'm a grown-ass adult now. My birthday was just amazing, and you guys, yes, I'm off the market, sweetheart. I have an amazing man, amazing boyfriend, and we're completely serious. And I got with him officially the day before my birthday, which an amazing birthday gift, sweetheart. Okay, and oh my God, you guys, I'm just telling you guys, I'm so happy. Like, this is not forced happiness, sweetheart. This is like 100% happiness. Like, he's an older man, but I don't really care because love is true, and for me, age doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna be dating somebody who's like old as hell, like ancient, sweetheart. Okay, I'm not gonna be dating nobody like that, of course. But you can't help who you fall for, and and who you love and who you care for. You can't help that. So, you guys, I'm just so freaking so just happy. But anyways, I'm gonna talk to you guys about this episode because I'm gonna tell you now. I'm not gonna be talking about everything that happened in the order. I'm gonna be talking about things that I remember and things that stuck out to me. Um, but anyways, child, what was I finna say? Oh, am I the only one that's really getting tired of these tired ass fake ass FaceTime things that AD is sending Arya? Like, it's really getting on my nerves at this point. If I was Arya, alright, I'm back, you guys. I had to tell my cousin to close the door because he brought some fresh covers in. But anyway, am I the only one that's getting tired of these fake ass FaceTime video things that AD keeps sending Arya? Like, at this point, if I was Arya, I would have dropped. At this point, first of all, I wouldn't be in this situation. Number one. Number two, if I was in this situation, I would have been told him, you know what, do what you gotta do. I'll go do what I gotta do. At this point, because at this point, it's getting ridiculous, and ain't nobody checking for that. Don't nobody got time for that. At this point, like, if you're gonna expose her and ruin everything, then go ahead and do what you gotta do. Because I'm tired of this whole, oh, I'm gonna force you to do all these other ridiculous ass things for you to keep the file. Like, sweetheart, what exactly file was it? Are we talking about when she was pressed and hurt from him finding out he was using her in the beginning, and then his ass fell in love with her? Are we talking about that when she was like, well, she was gonna do all these things to ruin him? Are we talking about that, or is it a new, completely different situation? Because I'm confused when exactly this shit was. Because that was so long ago. Are you kidding me? We are in season 7, sweetheart. That was in season 4, sweetheart. Why are we still sitting up here backtracking between seasons? If you mean to tell me that was from that long ass time ago, then AD, you need to stop with the pettiness, because you're getting more and more petty and ridiculous as these episodes go along, and it's getting on my nerves. I'm just tired of it. I ain't got time for this. Okay, swear, I ain't got time. I ain't got time for it. And at this point, I think I'm the only one that feels this way. I'm tired of these FaceTime calls. Fake ass FaceTime calls. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of AD getting pissy and getting pressed when Arya don't want to answer, sweetheart. Okay, if she don't want to answer you, clearly she's in the middle of something. She can't just answer you when she's around Ezra, because Ezra gonna be looking at that, looking at her with the side eye, being like, okay, well, who's this and why are they FaceTiming you and why do you look so whatever about it? Like, girl, really? Like, I'm sorry, like, am I the only one that's just like sitting up here just giving the side eye? This whole situation, like, sorry you guys, my cousin keeps coming in because he gotta do all these other things, so I have to keep pausing it. But anyway, yeah, am I the only one that's like really confused what type of file she talking about she was gonna do? Like, if we talking about this old tired ass storyline from season 4 when she found out he wasn't shit, basically, and he used her this whole time, then I happen to think that's stupid if that's what AD is really pushing. Like, sweetheart, AD, sit down somewhere. Sit your ass down somewhere, because you're doing the most, sweetheart. Okay, whoever you are. At this point, I don't know who AD is. I just hope it's somebody who's Twist. At this point, my mind is so boggled with things at this point. I ain't got time to be trying to be like, oh, I think it's this. No, at this point, I don't know. Now, in my earlier videos, I was completely stuck on one person, but at this point, no, I don't know who AD is, but I want to know, and it better shock me. It better snatch my edges back, sweetheart. Okay, it better snatch all my eyebrows out back. Okay, it better snatch all these wrinkles out of my face, sweetheart. It better snatch my dimples off, sweetheart. It better do something. They better come through and deliver like I need them to, or I'm going to read, roast, saute, fry, bake, boil. Okay, that ass quick, fast, and in a hurry, because I'm tired. Like I said, I'm tired of them. I was pissed off when we found out that A was Cece, also Charles. I was so pissed off. I was like, this bitch was barely in this whole damn thing, this whole damn story. Like, I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that trash ass storyline they had. Complete bullshit. But anyway, it better shock me. That's what I do know. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It better shock me, sweetheart. Okay. It better snatch my edges back, like I just said. It better, or I'm reading all of them and I'm going off on all of them, and they won't like it. And I hope somebody shows them the video, because I'm not gonna be one of those people that's gonna be up their ass. Okay. I'm just not. No. I'm not up their ass, sweetheart. If you give me a good episode, and I think it's a good episode from the way I look at it, then that's good. Okay. If it's a bad episode, I will tell you. If it's a trash episode, I will tell you. If it's garbage, I will tell you. You know, I'm not following what anybody else thinks. I'm following my own mind. Now, if I find it boring or dry or tired, that's what. Then I will tell you. You know, that's just the type of person I am, per se, because I've been watching the show since the beginning. And there's been some times where I've been like, yes, PLL, come through. Then there's been other times where I'm like, what the fuck, PLL? This is trash. I mean, but that comes along with me just being, I guess, I'm gonna be honest. I stand for the show. I sure do. You know, I ain't gonna sit up here and pretend I don't. I sure do. I proudly stand for the show, but I'm not gonna be a sheep either. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, am I the only one that's like confused? But this whole, what type of damn file is it, girl? What type of file is it? Like, what is going on? I'm confused, child. I don't understand. But anyway. We go to this scene. Well, I'm gonna talk about the first scene where Spencer was trying to completely like get Detective Fury on her side, and he was basically like paying her dust, and then but also in the same way being a cop. But he also was getting on my nerves, assuming that she murdered him in innocent blood. Like, it pissed me off. He was a predator. Okay, sweetheart, but that whole entire situation, Hannah accidentally ran him over. That was a fact. That was a whole accident what happened. And yeah, they covered it up and stuff like that, because probably, most likely, those dumbass cops were not going to believe them with the situation that happened with Archer Dunhill, sweetheart. But I don't even think he's dead. I think that's the mistake they made. The mistake they made was that they thought he was dead, but he wasn't dead, basically. That's probably what is going to come out to be revealed, that he's still alive. But the point is, what's pissing me off with Detective Fury, you're sitting up there assuming things about Spencer when you should already know. That night, she was wasted. That night, she was emotionally driven, and she was like, I just buried a body. And she was drunk, sweetheart, okay? And she was emotionally done after the situation with Hannah and Caleb and her. Like, it tore her up. And so, it irks me how those girls want to jump down her throat, but they don't. But when Spencer be clocking them, they don't want her to clock them, because they know Spencer is the smartest one on the show, and she can clock somebody and drag somebody for filth and not care at the end of the day. They don't want it with Spencer. Let me tell you something right now. They don't want it with her. Okay, they don't want it with her. Period. They don't want it with her. Period. Point blank. They don't want it with her. They ain't got time for Spencer, because Spencer will clock somebody in a minute, sweetheart. And I'm here for it. I'm here for her. I'm here for the clocking, girl. I sure am. But yeah, so in the beginning, she was just like trying to get him on her side and trying to get him to understand where she's coming from and to drop it. But he wanted to be a cop. He wanted to be, judgy with the situation. So she was just like, well, whatever, So she took She did something that I would have did, sweetheart. She took that flash drive, sweetheart, and went on about her business. I was here for it too. What else happened? I'm just talking about things that I remember vividly. It was irritating to me how am I the only one that I get irritated when I see Caleb on my screen? Because I just think about what he put Spencer through. And at the end of the day, Hannah was the one that said she was okay with it and that they could be together. And then you was acting all jealous and you were being all pressed and salty and bothered and all this other stuff when they were together. And you're the reason why they broke up in the first place, because y'all were messing around behind Spencer's back. Then when Spencer found out, broke y'all, and then they end up breaking up. She was hurt about that because she truly did want to be with Caleb. She was not thinking about Toby at that time, to be honest. Even though she will always love Toby, let's be honest here. Spencer was a better girlfriend to you, Caleb, than you were a boyfriend to her. You were a horrible boyfriend. I'm sorry, you really were. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And don't expect you and Spencer to be cool buddy like that after all that you did to her. Because if I was Spencer, I would clock you every chance I get. I'm just saying. That's what I personally mean. Because I feel as though there's no forgiveness for that. There's no reason that you chose to play games with this woman and she was serious about you. But you wanted to be sitting up there coating with your ex. Girl, I ain't got time. I get irritated every time I see Caleb on my screen. I'm telling you right now. And so, I think in a way it was shady as hell that, and then like I said, AD to harassing Arya throughout this whole episode got on my nerves. But at the same time, Arya, it's your damn fault because you're the one that sit up there, wanted to be into this. You wanted a way to get out of the game, yet you have that way and you don't like it. Like, I don't understand. Also, Emily, I think it's best that you just stop, clocking everybody that has their own opinion about the situation, because you are trying to assume things about how things are going to be without going to Allie and asking her first. Like, that's a fact. You are assuming things as far as, like, about the baby and the situation. You're assuming things before finding out what y'all want to do first, because you hadn't had a conversation with Allie about anything, but you were just assuming things and making things up as they go. But you didn't talk to her first about anything as far as what you were talking about. So, in a way, I was here for Spencer clocking you, but you got all pressed and bothered in your feelings, and you took what Spencer was saying the wrong way. And, ultimately, Spencer was like, well, you know what, fuck this bitch. I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't gonna argue with her about this. I was here for it. Excuse me. Also, like I said, I'm giving Lucas the side eye still, even though he ended up explaining his whole role in the situation. The way he was looking at Arya was like he knew she was in on it, and like there's more stuff we're gonna find out. Because, sweetheart, I'm sorry, but I'm just not buying his whole story, even though it seemed genuine. But at the same time, the way he was looking at Arya was like, bitch, I know you in this game too. I know your tea, sweetheart, but I'm gonna sit back and pretend I don't know nothing to save your ass, sweetheart. That's the look, sweetheart, he was giving her. So I'm giving him the side eye due to that, because the way he was just explaining stuff, in a way, it didn't make sense. Like, you could tell when somebody's being genuine. It's like he was being genuine, but also leaving them in the dark with certain things, because Allison was ready to clock him upside his head, and I was here for it. Because at the end of the day, am I the only one that's just tired of people talking about how Allison used to be? Like, why are y'all still focused on how she used to be? Focus on how she is now. She is a completely different person. She's a mature, grown-ass woman. She ain't got time to be treating people like dirt anymore. Like, when she told Emily, I'm ready, I love you. Like, she even told Emily, and Emily was looking all shocked like she didn't know what she was talking about. But you knew what she was talking about when she said, I didn't want to admit this to Paige. Paige? And then Emily's looking like, Paige, admit what? And she's like, I love you. And all this other stuff. Right? But we ain't talking about that right now. But it just irks me how everybody always want to talk about how Allison used to be. But they don't. But when it comes to other people, they're like, oh, they were just having a bad day. Like, it's just ridiculous. The amount of hypocrisy when it comes to Allie, and when it comes to how she used to be, is ridiculous, because people are still talking about it. They're still acting as if she's that same insecure bitch she used to be when she's not. Sweetheart. Okay, she's mellowed down a lot, but I will be here for her if she does become sassy again, because they get on my nerves with that foolishness they be pulling. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I was here for her clocking Lucas as well, cause she's pregnant and she's hormonal and she ain't got time for the foolishness. And I'm here for it, 100% here for it. Let's talk about the scene where. Oh, let's just jump around. Like I said, I'm gonna be jumping around about stuff I remember. Let's talk about that bitch that was at Everson's book signing or whatever that was. He was celebrating that book, the book him and Arya wrote together about Nicole and stuff like that. And I feel like that whoever she was, I don't know what she was, publicist, whatever she was, she is shady as hell, because you trying to sit up here and force this man to pick Nicole over Arya all over a damn book, and you not thinking about realistic things at this point, because at this point, him and Arya are about to be married, and I think he made it up in his mind what he wanted to do, and that's get married to Arya and live a happy life lasting ever after, sweetheart. Because at this point, you don't owe Nicole nothing, Ezra. Like, you really don't. And in this episode, you didn't irritate me as much as you've been irritating me these other last episodes or whatever. And so are we just not going to mention the fact that Spencer, or quote-unquote Spencer, met up with Ren? Like, are we just not going to cover that? Like, what was that about? I'm still confused why they are not talking about that, because I bet you 100% that was Spencer's twin, because she hasn't even mentioned it to the girls. And normally, she would mention that to the girls, because she's telling the girls, about Detective Fury and all the other stuff that's going on with that situation and all the other stuff, So what did she mention? Oh, guys, I met up with Ren. Why? Because that's her twin. But anyway, but yeah, that publicist, whoever she was, got on my nerves, because I was just like, I was here for what Ezra said at his book signing, though. I was so here for it. I was like, finally, for once, you didn't get on my nerves. Finally, for once. And let's just talk about Arya. Arya sitting up there just looking all shocked or whatever. And, and then Spencer already figuring out the tea, sweetheart. Because Spencer picked up that earring and was like, isn't this your earring? Because she giving her the side eye. And I would have been giving her the side eye, because Spencer already figured it out. Spencer is smart. Spencer is the smartest out of all the liars, to be honest. She's the smartest out of all the liars. When I tell you all the liars. And she's not going to be sitting up there looking like no fool in front of nobody. And so she already giving her the side eye. So that's why probably most likely in tonight's episode that's going to come on, Spencer is going to be giving her for real the side eye, and most likely Arya going to be trying to avoid Spencer attacking her or whatever. But Arya, that was just horrible what you did to Emily and Allison's baby's room and stuff like that. That is horrible that you destroyed that. You destroyed something that Emily worked so hard building for her and Allison, for their baby in there. You are horrible for that. And I feel like at this point, you don't deserve forgiveness. I don't care if you talking about you wanted to be out of the game. Because if that's the case, those girls would have went and took the easy way out like you did. But you sat your ass right there and you decided, oh, I'm going to turn on my friends to get out this game, so me and Ezra can live a happily ever lasting life together. This is what I'm talking about. She's more concerned about her and Ezra than her freaking friends who've been there from the beginning, before she even met this nigga, before she even met this dude, this older ass teacher, before she ever met him. Period. I can't. Oh my god. I can't. I get irritated when I see stuff like this. Like, it just irks the nerves out of me. I'm telling you, it irks me. But another scene, it was cute watching Lucas's and Hannah's friendship just blossom. Like, it's just so obvious how much he truly does love her, and how much she respects that he loves her, and she doesn't try to put him in a predicament where he'll feel like uncomfortable or feel some type of way like she's trying to come on to him. I love their friendship. It's so like cute. But at the same time, I feel like he hiding stuff too as well. But he trying to protect her, but he don't give a damn about the rest of the girls, but he care about her though. That's how I'm seeing it. And then when they watched his tape and stuff like that, they were like, wow, he threw us under the bus and stuff like that. Like, no, he was protecting Hannah, but he doesn't give a damn about the friends. That's the thing. He cares about Hannah, but he don't give a damn about the friends. So, hey, it is what it is as far as I'm concerned. But Then what else happened? Lucas. I was finna say something, but I forgot about it. Oh, and am I the only one that was here for freaking Queen Mona clocking Hannah about her friends? Because it don't make no damn sense to me how as long as it's been since Hannah has excuse me, I can't even talk because I'm like trying to get this out correctly so I won't sound stupid or whatever. But as long as Mona has not been A4 and as much intel and stuff that she knows and she's smart, she's as smart as Spencer. Her and Spencer are the smartest on the show, to be honest. But the fact that these girls want to keep assuming that she's bad or she's not going to help them is ridiculous to me. Because every single time Hannah says something to Mona, Mona always is putting her neck out on the line. She's always bleeding for these girls. She's always getting herself into some shit for these girls. Yet and still, that doesn't matter because they're going to still sit there and keep her out when she deserves to be part of the group. I don't care what she did in the past. The past is the past for a reason. There's no reason why you should sit up there and constantly accuse her or keep her out of things when you know she's smart as hell and she could figure this whole thing out. While y'all sitting up here playing games, sitting up here doing stupid things, she could have been helped all of you guys out. So I was here for her clocking Hannah in this moment because it was needed and necessary, sweetheart. And I saw the preview for next week's for this as in next week's for tonight's episode, and she dragged Spencer and all of them, and I was here for them. I was here for it, sweetheart, because it's about time they got dragged. Because they always want to sit up here and judge somebody, this and the third, but yet this woman, the same woman you're talking about, is willing to help you. Because she knows your ass is not going to be able to get out of this without her. But you want to sit up here and try to be funny and try to clock her? No, ma'am. Queen Mona said, no, no, God, honey, no. I was here for it. Okay, sweetheart, I was here for it. You understand? I was so here for it. I was so happy. I was so happy. And, excuse me. And we're going to talk about the scene between Allison and Emily and Queen Allie. I was so here for it because it's like everybody knows that they have had these feelings for each other for a long time. Because even when Allison, hold on, you guys. Anyways, I'm back, you guys. I'm sorry. My cousin came in again. So, there's going to be a lot of pauses and stops and pauses throughout this video. But everybody and their mama knows that when Allie and Emily kissed in the library, that was genuine. That wasn't a damn forced kiss. And it's like annoying to me that some people think Emerson is forced when it's really honestly not. If you see how deep Allie and Emily care for each other, it's obvious that there's feelings there in the mix. And as many times as Emily said she's done with Allie, she's never honestly done with her. And Allie is never honestly done with Emily either. No matter how many times they get mad at each other, you can tell something is there. Like, it's not forced. And I just love how, in a way, twisted way, A brought them together, to approach their feelings for each other. In a way, AD did do that, so I can't really sit up here and be too angry at AD for, the other stuff, when, in a way, AD also brought them together to approach their feelings together, for each other together, so, excuse me, so I was just here for it, because it was just a beautiful kiss. Like, they've admitted, Allie admitted to her she loved her, and it's genuine. You could just look into Allie's eyes and see how serious and how much she loves Emily, truly, honestly, and it's not forced. It's genuine feelings between two people, but people gonna feel how they gonna feel about Emerson, because they've been hating on Emerson since the beginning. But bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be Team Emerson till I die. At the end of the day, they slay me, and I could keep watching Pretty Little Lies from season 1 to season 7 over and over and over again. I even have this app where, even after it'll end, I'm pretty sure the episodes will still be up there even after the show ends. So I'm here for it. And I can watch the show over and over and over again and never get tired of it, because it's just so, iconic and full of mystery and thriller and stuff like that, and drama and iconic storylines and stuff like that. So I was just completely here for it. Like, honestly, I was so freaking here for it. I really am. Like, PLL, y'all slaved my life for the last 7 years, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad to have been among this amazing journey with you guys. But Then we're gonna go to the ending scene. I might have forgot to talk about some things, but like I said, I told y'all I'm only talking about the stuff that I remember and I thought stuck out more than anything. The ending scene when Arya goes back to her house and she breaks down and she's crying and stuff like that, and it's like I felt bad for her because it was like a beautiful cry. You know what I mean? Like I felt bad for her, but at the same time, I got pissed because I was like, "Well, you put yourself in this situation. Don't be sitting up there crying now when your ass sit up here and did your friends dirty like this over your relationship with Ezra that apparently it means more to you than your own damn friendships you had with these fucking females for so long at this point before you even got with fucking Ezra's ass. She made me want to clock her. Okay." She made me so damn mad with that because it got on my nerves. It really did. Because I'm like, you could have avoided all of this had you just not turned on your friends over your damn relationship. Are you kidding me? Friends will always be there at the end of the day, but not a damn relationship. How do we know that her and Ezra are even going to last after this marriage? Like, we don't even know, but anyway, I'm here for it. And then we're going to go to the last opening scene. AD was drawing rest in peace, so I'm gonna assume somebody gonna get killed or somebody finna die soon. I don't know. I hope it's not one of the main characters because that would be stupid if they killed one of the main characters. It better be somebody that was shocked, sweetheart. I want to be snatched. And by the looks of this episode that's gonna come on tonight, look like it's gonna be two twins. It look like it's gonna be Spencer and her twin that they're looking at, but I'm gonna hope that they ain't gonna spoil it that early. That at least we're gonna find out Spencer has a twin in the finale, which I think will be better. But if not, then whatever. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for constantly watching me and listening to my opinions. I might have been like more sick today than anything. My words was all over the place. Don't mind me. I'm just, I'm just being crazy on me, as always, but I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the good luck and, feel better and shit like that. Appreciate it so much. But I'm finna go. I got some more things I gotta take care of and handle, but I love you guys, and I promise y'all, either it'll be tomorrow or the next day I will come out with a review, so y'all won't have to wait another long ass week to get it. But y'all be safe. Peace, love, and soul. Later.